Thank you, sister. Assalamu alaikum, everyone. I just want to say I'm so deeply honored and humbled just to be here at Dar al-Hijrah. And we are in a critical moment in this country, and the question is, will you define Islam, or will you allow the racist, bigot Islamophobes to define Islam? The truth, which is that our beloved Prophet Muhammad was a human rights activist. He was a racial justice activist. He was an environmental justice activist, taught us about how to take care of the earth that Allah gave us. He also cared about the animals. He was an animal rights activist. He was a feminist in his own right, uplifted the women in his community. When we talk about our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, let's talk about how he was the first victim of Islamophobia. You think you got it bad now? You think, oh, poor Muslims in America, we got Islam. Do you understand what, if you want to know what Islamophobia is, let's take it back. When our beloved Prophet was called a magician, a liar, a sorcerer, when people threw garbage at him. So when we teach our young people about the seerah of the beloved Prophet Muhammad, we have to make sure that as part of his story, that he is and was an activist. Now, you can't be a Muslim without engaging in social justice. You can't have black people in your country that you live in who are being killed at the hands of law enforcement and sit back and be silent. You can't be silent in the face of thousands of people who are being deported and separated from their families. You cannot sit back when young Muslim men in your communities are being entrapped in bogus cases by law enforcement. Their families are crying over them. So if we as Muslims believe that the only fear we have is the fear of Allah, why would we be afraid of Islamophobes or racists or bigots or people threatening us? I'm not afraid of those people. Because at the end of the day, our qadar, our day that's going to come, is already written somewhere. And honestly, I'd rather die a martyr in the Muslim community. I'd rather die with my head held high. I'd rather die unapologetic. And at least when I meet my Lord, I can say, you know, Allah, I fought for you, I fought for our deen, and I stood up against injustice just like you taught us to do. Just like our beloved Prophet Muhammad. How are you standing up against injustice? We also talk a lot about, in the masjid, we talk about jihad, and we try to clarify for non-Muslims what jihad is, because people made jihad into something that is negative, right? Jihad is something violent, when in fact, jihad is about struggle. So I hope that you reflect on that, my dear sisters and brothers.